Okay, welcome to this explainer. What if I told you that building a massive, highly profitable company literally no longer requires a team of hundreds, or honestly, even tens of people? It's true. We're entering this wild new era where combining human ingenuity with artificial intelligence is just completely rewriting the rules of business. So today we are unpacking a masterclass on how to actually execute this. We're talking about a true solopreneur's playbook for building a 100 crore company all by yourself using AI. It really all begins with this huge core prediction from OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. He said, a single person will build $1 billion company. Now, when he first said this, a lot of people laughed. It sounded impossible. But as we're about to see from our source material today, the laughter has definitely stopped and the builders have started working. So here is our playbook for today. 1. The $1 billion solo company reality. 2. Our 100 crore framework. 3. Uncovering business ideas with AI. 4. Building your AI team. And 5. The mindset of future solopreneurs. Let's start with section 1, the $1 billion solo company. Real-world examples of one-person unicorns. Just a few months ago, the idea of a solo unicorn was pure theory. Skeptics thought it was completely impossible. But the landscape has shifted at absolutely breakneck speed, and the source data provides this massive reality check for us. We constantly hear that everyone is using AI today, right? But there's a huge gap. About 80 to 85% of people are just casual users. They're just asking basic questions. The true opportunity, the life-changing wealth, that actually lies with the 2 to 3% who are using AI effectively as builders, literally running parallel AI agents to do the work of entire corporate departments. To prove this isn't just theory, let's look at two massive, real-world examples from the source material. First, we have Peter. He's a highly technical solo developer who built an open-source product called Claude. His work was so foundational that he was essentially acquire-hired by Sam Altman for a valuation effectively over $1 billion. Mind-blowing, right? But if you aren't a coder, check out the second example, Matthew Gallagher. He used no-code AI tools to build MadV. It's a weight loss subscription marketplace that matches patients with doctors and medications. It's projected to do $1.2 billion in revenue this year. He essentially acts as the digital middleman, powered entirely by AI. Moving on to section 2, the 100 crore framework, adapting the billion-dollar dream for India. $1 billion is massive global scale, sure, but we can adapt this blueprint. For the Indian context, 100 crore valuation is not only life-changing, it's highly achievable. Let's break down the math. Based on typical revenue multiples, you're aiming for roughly 20 to 30 crores in yearly revenue. That means you need a business doing roughly 3 crores a month. When you break it down to that monthly target, suddenly it just becomes a math equation, and it's a math equation that AI can absolutely help you solve. The absolutely crucial point here is following this specific business framework. Step 1, it has to be an internet-first product where all user acquisition is digital. AI is amazing at optimizing digital pixels, not physical store foot traffic, right? Step 2, price it as a low-friction monthly subscription, ideally under 2,000 rupees so customers just don't overthink buying it. And step 3, this creates a high lifetime value. Think about it. If they stay for a year, that's roughly 30,000 rupees per customer. With those unit economics, you don't need millions of customers to hit 3 crores a month. You just need a highly targeted, loyal subscriber base. All right, section 3, business ideas with AI. Finding the perfect high-demand niche. So, how do you find that perfect high-demand niche targeting really pressing problems or deep insecurities? Things like hair loss, weight loss, or dating, where people are just highly motivated to find a solution? Well, you don't sit in a room staring at a whiteboard. You use Perplexity's Model Council. This is fascinating. You can literally select the 3 smartest AI models in the world, like GPT-4, Claude 3 Opus, and Gemini Pro. Feed them your exact skills and business constraints, and they will independently research ideas and then actually debate each other to tell you the best path forward. You are essentially generating a board of genius advisors on demand. Let's look at the specific, really unique business ideas these models generated during their debate in the source material. Claude Opus recommended an AI dating or Riz coach tailored specifically for the massive Indian dating market. GPT-4 suggested a WhatsApp sales copilot for small businesses. And Gemini Pro? Well, it came up with a hilarious but totally viable idea, an AI accountability coach that literally roasts you on WhatsApp if you dare to sleep in and miss your goals. They ultimately converged on the AI dating coach. But here is the secret sauce. You do not make it 100% AI. You build a product that's 80% AI to do the heavy lifting, like practicing conversation and optimizing profiles. But then you add a 20% premium human layer. For a higher subscription fee, users can actually access a real human coach for a mock date, or even a priority chat rescue if a real date is going badly. This hybrid model creates an uncrushable business moat that pure software companies just can't easily replicate.
Section 4. Your AI team. Replacing a 10-person agency with software.
Okay, so you've got the idea, but how do you actually execute it all alone? First, you need marketing assets. In the old days, you'd hire a production crew. Today, you just use a tool like Higgsfield's Soul 2.0. You upload just 30 photos of yourself and it trains an AI model on your exact likeness. From there, you can instantly generate high-quality static ads of yourself in literally any setting. Need video? No problem. You take that generated image, feed it into Seedance 2.0 along with a script, and it will animate that static image into a highly realistic speaking video ad in minutes. No cameras required at all. Once you have those ads, you need to drive traffic. Instead of hiring a media buyer, you use a tool called Magix. The source describes it beautifully as Meta Ads Manager on steroids. You just give it your budget and your rules, and it automatically tests the ads, optimizes the spend, scales the winners, and pauses the losers. It's complete ad automation just running in the background for you.
Now, when people click those ads and visit your site, they're going to have questions, but you don't need a call center. You use Vabi or Rumi AI. These tools let you create ultra-realistic, incredibly human-sounding voice agents. They can handle inbound sales calls to explain your subscription, or, in the case of our dating app idea, they can actually conduct those interactive mock dates with your users over voice notes, complete with totally natural pauses and even laughs.
To manage the business logic, you employ Julius AI as your data analyst. It plugs directly into your databases, and you can literally just ask it in plain English, "Hey, how is my sales performance doing today?" And for the ultimate solopreneur flex, tools like Paperclip or Pelucia act as your AI CEO. You give them high-level goals, and they orchestrate all your other AI agents, like telling the marketing agent to spin up new ads when sales dip, all while you're fast asleep. Actually, a quick aside here, if you want to sell physical e-commerce goods instead of digital subscriptions, the source outlines a fully automated two-step alternative. Step 1, use a platform called Payatra to entirely handle sourcing, manufacturing, and storing the physical products. Step 2, plug that right into Nas.com, which will automatically build your storefront, generate your creative assets, and run the ads for you. It's a complete end-to-end pipeline for physical good.
And finally, Section 5, Future Solopreneurs. The mindset to win the AI revolution.
We've seen the framework and these incredible tools, right? But honestly, having the tools just isn't enough. You need the exact mindset to win this revolution. I absolutely love this detail from the source. When asking the AI for business advice, Claude Opus gave this brutal but brilliant reality check. It said, if 500 paying subscribers don't materialize in 3 months, pivot immediately. As a solopreneur armed with AI, your superpower is speed. You do not get emotionally attached to a failing idea. You launch fast, and if the market doesn't pay you, you move on to the next idea instantly. Because, well, here's the raw truth of the execution funnel. 1 million people might hear about these tools. Maybe 1,000 will actually sit down and try to start. But only 10 will have the resilience to stick with it through the initial failures, the bad AI generations, and the confusing prompts. But those 10 people, the ones who iterate and actually learn the skills, they are the ones who are going to make a massive amount of money. Which leaves us with this final, really provocative thought. People are terrified that AI will take their jobs, but the reality highlighted in our source material is that jobs aren't disappearing, they're just evolving. The person using AI effectively is going to replace the person who isn't. The tools to build a 100-crore empire from your laptop exist today, right now. The question is, are you evolving with them, or are you being left behind? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.